Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Meta platforms or Facebook. Before we begin, remember to take a second to give video a like and subscribe as you greatly help our channel. Without further ado, let's take a look at Meta. So Meta on its recent swing, we actually hit a high of around 205.46 on this particular day here, before pulling down to a low of 176.11. So this was the low for Meta. Unfortunately, if you use the Fibonacci resistance and to plot, you can see that we were rejected off all the way at this 78.6% at 199.18. Just yesterday, we hit a high of 199.53, surpassing this resistance, but we actually started to sell off after clearing this resistance. So it seems like it was a fake breakout. So looking at its supports now, you can clearly see that there is this red baseline and it's also this blue conversion line here. So it seems like Meta is being trapped between these two particular supports and resistance. So currently now this red baseline acts as a very strong resistance, while this blue conversion line rather acts as a very strong support. So if you look at the resistance, it's currently at 196.65, while the support is at 187.82. And in fact, we just closed above this 187.82 just yesterday. So if you were to remove this and we look at some of its supports, assuming that this 199.53 just yesterday was its recent high and 176.11, you can see that we actually closed above this. We actually touched this 185.06 at 32.2% and closed about this 50%, 187.82. So if 185 is being retested later in the day or later when the market starts to open, then it's likely for us to retreat back to test this 181.64 at this last 23.6%. If this 38.2 were to hold, then it's likely for us to go back up and retest the high of perhaps 196.65, which is at this critical resistance at this red baseline here. If we were to break down the $180 psychological support, then it's likely for us to retest back the lows of 176.11, which happened on this particular day here. So hopefully we are able to break back up above this recent high of 196 and even 199, but do bear in mind that we are approaching the cloud resistance soon. So on the way up, the cloud will act as a resistance, a very similar situation to this particular two occasions. You can see that the cloud acted as a very strong resistance. Even though the cloud now is less thick compared to previously, it will still be somewhat a resistance for Meta platforms at around the $200 psychological resistance. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.